Want to speak real Chinese from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at ChineseClass101.com.
Welcome to Top Chinese Words. My name is Ray. Today we are going to talk about 10 phrases for surviving back to school. Let's begin. 书包 backpack 书包 backpack 我的书包可沉了 My backpack is so heavy. I always have a question about the foreigners who travel to China or travel to other places. They always carry a super huge backpack, right? It's a mystery in China. Like, as a Chinese, we usually have a question like, why don't foreigners put their backpack at their hotels and just go enjoy, relax in the travel? Yeah. If you have an answer, please answer me in the comments. 同学 classmate 同学 classmate 我们是小学同学 We were classmates in elementary school. 家庭作业 homework 家庭作业 homework 妈妈检查了我的家庭作业 Mom checked my homework. I think in China, most people will have the nightmare of never-ending homework from the school. If you finish your homework every day, like in high school, it's almost impossible. At least for me, yeah. 考试 exam 考试 exam 下星期就要考试了，我好紧张。The exam is coming up next week. I'm so nervous. Yeah, I'm nervous because I am scared if my cheat will get caught. 暑假 summer break 暑假 summer break 暑假总是过得很快 Summer break always goes by fast. If you have some person you really like at school, you will feel summer vacation goes by very slow. 学校 school 学校 school 我的学校离我家很近 My school is close to my house. 学习 to study 学习 to study 他学习很努力，老师们都很喜欢他。She studies very hard. All the teachers like her. If you're nerdy, all the teachers like you. Seriously, in China, if you're nerdy, teachers like you, and you're popular too. 今天是开学第一天。It's the first day of class. 今天是开学第一天。It's the first day of class. Usually, I get very excited about the first day of school, and I make my resolution on the first day of school. I'm gonna study hard, and I'm gonna make friends. I'm gonna do my homework well. I'm not gonna be late, but all my excitement will go away on maybe the next week, I guess. 我们在同一个班 We're in the same class. 我们在同一个班 We're in the same class. If you happen to find your elementary school classmates in the same class with you in the high school, and you happen to find him, so you're gonna say, Hey, 我们在同一个班 We're in the same class. 你是什么专业 What is your major? 你是什么专业 What is your major? When you go for a job interview, it's a question people will usually ask. What is your major? What did you study? What courses do you cover in your school? What is your major? 你是什么专业Hi, my name is Ray. Welcome to Chinese Top Words. Today we are going to learn top 10 phrases you need for a date in Chinese. The first one, 我晚上可以请你吃个饭吗 Can I buy you dinner tonight? 我晚上可以请你吃个饭吗 Can I buy you dinner tonight? 吃饭 means have dinner, have meals, have lunch. 吃饭, 吃, eat. 饭 means meals. 吃饭means having dinner, having lunch, having 3 meals. It's all 吃饭. So, 请吃饭 means I will pay. 请吃饭我请你吃饭你 means you. 我请你吃饭我请他吃饭他 means he. So, I will buy him dinner. I will buy you dinner. Buy you dinner. 请你吃饭 Buy him dinner. 请他吃饭请吃饭 means I will pay. 请吃饭 I will pay. 这个周末有空吗 Are you free this weekend? 这个周末有空吗 Are you free this weekend? Actually, comparing to this question, personally, I think you can ask, 你是周六有空还是周日有空? Are you free on Saturday or Sunday? So you actually leave the person you want to date, A or B. But if you ask, 这个周末有空吗? You leave like yes or no. So they have another choice, which is no. But if you say, 你是周六有空还是周日有空? Are you free on Saturday or Sunday? So both are yes. So it's a trick. 我们去 K 歌吧. Let's go to karaoke. 我们去 K 歌吧. Let's go to karaoke. Karaoke is very popular in China. I think karaoke in China is the best because the machine in karaoke place are very cool and new and easy to use. And we have songs from all over the world. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I really recommend you to go to karaoke with your friends and your date. 你太可爱了. You're so cute. 你太可爱了. 你太可爱了. You're so cute. 你真美. You look so beautiful. 你真美. You look so beautiful. It's more written language. I think 你长得很漂亮 is pretty enough. 你很漂亮. You're pretty. 你真美 is too official and a little unnatural. 你今晚玩得开心吗? Did you have a good time tonight? 你今晚玩得开心吗? Did you have a good time tonight? So after you hang out with your date, you can ask how he feels, how she feels about tonight. You can say, 你今晚玩得开心吗? 你吃饱了吗? Did you get enough to eat? 你吃饱了吗? Did you get enough to eat? Usually we do not ask this question, but I think it's kind of a necessary question in the date because usually dating place is kind of expensive and you get a small portion. So maybe you still want ramen after dating. 我载你回家. I will drive you home. 我载你回家. I will drive you home. More commonly used in the States, I think. 我送你回家. It's more common, I guess, like I will take you home by bus or by train or by taxi. 我载你回家 is like I will drive you home. 明天我们什么时候见? What time shall we meet tomorrow? 明天我们什么时候见? What time shall we meet tomorrow? 到家了告诉我. Let me know when you get home. 到家了告诉我. Let me know when you get home. I like this sentence. It sounds very considerate. Yeah.
Hi, welcome to Introduction to Chinese. My name is Alicia, and I'm joined by...
Hi, everyone. I'm Ray.
In this lesson, you'll learn the basics of Chinese grammar. Word order refers to the order in which words are structured to form a sentence in a given language. The basic word order for English is subject, verb, object, or SVO for short. Let's break down the English sentence, I ate an apple. We can see that the subject I is presented first, followed by the verb ate, and then finally the object apple is positioned last. This is the basic word order for sentences in English.
Now let's compare that same sentence. I ate an apple in Chinese. 我吃了一个苹果. If we break down this sentence, we will have 我, I, which is a subject, 吃了, which means ate or have eaten, a verb. Next, the object, 一个苹果, an apple. So the order is subject plus verb plus object, or SVO for short.
This is exactly the same order as in English. Let's try another basic sentence. I like Chinese.
I is 我, like is 喜欢, Chinese is 中文. So we put the subject first, then the verb, and then the object. Altogether we have 我喜欢中文.
Now you know the word order in Chinese. Let's try to add more components to basic words to make longer sentences. Adding a time phrase in Chinese sentences is a little different than in English. In English, we put the when phrase in the last part of the sentence. For example, I eat an apple every day.
In Chinese, we put the time phrase after the subject, so we need to put every day after I. So we have 我 I 每天 every day 吃 eat 一个苹果 an apple subject plus time phrase plus verb plus objects 我每天吃一个苹果我的姐姐明天去美国我的 my 姐姐 older sister 明天 tomorrow 去 go to 美国 the United States
My older sister is going to the US tomorrow.
我的姐姐明天去美国
To add places, put them after the time phrases. For example, I eat an apple every day at home. In Chinese, that's
我每天在家吃一个苹果在家 means at home so it's I every day at home eat an apple 我每天在家吃一个苹果
Let's try another one. I was born in the US in 1990. Remember, subject, time, place, and then verb.
我1990年在美国出生我1990年在美国出生
To form negative sentences, there are two ways for two circumstances.
You can use 不 or 没有 We use 不 in present tense sentences or when you don't want to do something 我不喜欢中文 I don't like Chinese 我不去 I'm not going 我不吃 I don't want to eat We use 没有 in past tense meaning didn't or haven't done something 我没有吃苹果 I didn't eat the apple 我的姐姐昨天没有去美国 My older sister didn't go to the US yesterday.
To form yes or no questions in Chinese, it can't be easier.
Just add a question marker, 么 at the end of a statement. You like Chinese is 你喜欢中文 To make it do you like Chinese, we simply put 么 at the end. 你喜欢中文吗 Let's make 你每天在家吃一个苹果 a yes or no question. 你每天在家吃一个苹果吗
Now you know how to ask questions with a yes or no answer. But how do you ask questions using question words, such as what, when, where, how, why, and which?
Let's put the above questions words into two groups. We put what, which, and where after the verb. It's like replacing the object with a question word.
For example, what do you like?
你喜欢什么你 you 喜欢 like 什么 what
Which one do you like?
你喜欢哪个你 you 喜欢 like 哪个 which one
Where do you like?
你喜欢哪里你 you 喜欢 like 哪里 where
And for the rest of the question words, we put them before the verb, so it's subject, question word, verb, object. In some cases, you can omit the object to make the sentence concise. When are you going?
你什么时候去你 you 什么时候 when 去 go
Why are you going to the US?
你为什么去美国你 you 为什么 why 去 go to 美国 the United States
How are you going to go?
你怎么去你 you 怎么 how 去 go
If we have a sentence with both a time phrase and a question word, which should go first? Just remember, question words are always stuck with verbs. So in this case, it would be subject, time phrase, question word, then verb.
你明天怎么去你 you 明天 tomorrow 怎么 how 去 go How are you going to go tomorrow?
Basically, questions have the same order as SVO statements. Just remember to stick the right question words in the right places. And don't forget the question mark. Well done! Let's wrap up this lesson by recapping what we've learned. In this lesson, you learned that Chinese uses the exact same SVO word order as English. From this, you learned how to form affirmative and negative sentences. And finally, you learned how to convert an affirmative sentence into a question. We've covered only the very basics of Chinese grammar. If you're interested in learning more, check out our Chinese in 3 Minutes video series. In that course, we teach you useful phrases while covering the fundamentals of Chinese grammar, and each lesson is only 3 minutes long. Bye!
Bye! Hi everybody, Inru here. Welcome to Ask a Teacher, where I'll answer most of your common Chinese questions. The question for this lesson is, what are the different tones in Chinese? Many Chinese learners find the tones quite difficult because the intonation in Chinese is very special and very different from most other languages. There are 4 stress tones in Chinese. Let's run through them now. First tone, 一声, is high and steady. Ah. Second tone, 二声, starts with a little lower pitch and goes up. Ah. Third tone, 三声, is even lower. It first dips down, then rises. Ah. Fourth tone, 四声, starts high, then falls sharply. Ah. In addition to the above 4 tones, there's a special tone called neutral tone, 轻声. It doesn't come with any marks on top. To make the neutral tone, try to say it as in the first tone, except that you say it in a more light and short way, like ah. It's not only important, but crucial to master different tones in Chinese. There are so many words that come with the same pinyin spelling. If you don't get the tones right, it's very likely that your mispronounced tones will lead to misunderstandings or even embarrassment. A quick example. The pinyin and tone for Hanyu is with the 4th falling tone on Han, Hanyu. The pinyin and tone for Hanyu has a 2nd rising tone on Han, Hanyu. They sound quite close, right? But Hanyu is Chinese language, and Hanyu is actually Korean language. Don't get them mixed up, and be very careful with the tones. How was it? Pretty interesting, right? Do you have any more questions? Leave them in the comments below, and I'll try to answer them. 我们今天就到这里，下期再见。See you in the next episode. Bye. Hi everybody, Inru here. Welcome to Ask a Teacher, where I'll answer most of your common Chinese questions. The question for this lesson is, how do I say no to an invitation politely? Chinese people are known to be very friendly and hospitable, especially when they know you're from another country and learning Chinese. You're probably going to be invited to their house for dinners or parties that you may not want to go to. How do you turn down these invitations without being rude? It would be ideal if a simple 不用了，谢谢, no thank you, would do. But the reality is, Chinese people always try to avoid using the word no. To turn down an invitation, you usually will first apologize for not being able to make it. Then give the reasons why you can't go, just like in the following conversation. 明天有空吗？来我家吃晚饭吧。Are you free tomorrow? Come have dinner at my place. 真不好意思，明天晚上我要上课，改天吧。I'm so sorry, I have to go to a class tomorrow night. Let's do it another time. In this conversation, person B didn't say no. Instead, she explained why she couldn't go and suggested doing it another time. This is the Chinese way. You don't want to say the word can't, 不行, or won't do, 不好. And you'll want to explain why. Many times, you don't even have to give the real reason. You can use a very vague term like 我有别的事情. I have other things to tend to. Or 我有别的安排. I have other plans.
So if you don't want to go to a party and don't feel like giving a real reason, you might say, 不好意思，我有别的事情去不了了。你们玩得开心？ Saying no or turning down an invitation is not always easy. I believe it's not only difficult in the Chinese culture, but in many other cultures too. It's human nature that you don't want to say the word no. I hope after today's lesson you will find a way of saying no properly and politely in Chinese. How was it? Pretty interesting, right? Do you have any more questions? Please leave them in the comments below and I'll try to answer them. That's all for today. 我们今天就到这里 and I'll see you in the next episode. 我们下期再见吧。
Hey 大家好，我叫马燕如。Hey everybody, I'm 叶如Ma. Welcome to Chinese Class 101.com's 3分钟汉语 the fastest, easiest, and most fun way to learn Chinese. In the last lesson, we learned how to show gratitude by saying 谢谢. In this lesson, we will learn some of the most common greetings used in China. 准备好了吗? Are you ready? 我们开始吧. So, let's start. The most commonly used greeting is 你好,你好. You may remember this from lesson 1. 你好 means hi, hello, and how do you do? It's a slightly formal expression though, so just use it at work or similar occasions. Don't use it with your family and friends. The informal hello is sure to be familiar to you. You probably use it every day already. Hey, hey. If it sounds familiar, it's because it's just like the English hey, but make sure to say it with the right Mandarin tone. Hey. When you want to greet someone in the morning, you can also say 早啊,早啊. It's very commonly used, but it's slightly informal. What about when we leave? What should we say? 再见. This very common expression is similar in meaning to the English see you again. 再见. This is goodbye. Though simple, it can be used in almost all occasions. Now you can greet people in many different ways in Chinese. Let's review them all again. When meeting people for the first time or in a formal occasion, 你好. When meeting friends or family members, you can say, hey. In the early morning, you can say, 早啊. When leaving, no matter whether it's a formal or informal situation, 再见. It's easy, isn't it? Now it's time for Yanru's tips. As you know, there are more and more Chinese starting to learn English. This has started to affect the language. Just like how you can say hey instead of 你好, you can also say bye bye instead of 再见. So if you forget how to say 你好 and 再见, you can use the easy heys and bye byes and people will understand you with no problem. During the next lesson, we'll learn the meaning of the phrase 你会说英语吗? Do you already know it? I will be waiting to talk about it with you in our next 3分钟汉语 lesson.
Hi guys! Welcome to this lesson. Today we are going to learn 10 questions you should know. Okay, let's get started. 你住在哪儿? Where do you live? 你住在哪儿? Where do you live? Which street? 住哪条街? Which building? 住哪个房子? And also you can just say that I live with my parents. 我住父母家 or I live in hotel. 我住宾馆。你叫什么名字? What's your name? 你叫什么名字? What's your name? It's a really common and basic question. That's the more advanced. Like 您贵姓? It's very respect to this person. Just ask what's your family name. And also in China, 您贵姓 is more common than what's your name? Maybe. 你好，你叫什么名字? 我叫包雨婷. It's more advanced conversation. 您好，请问您贵姓? 免贵姓包。你在哪儿工作? Where do you work? 你在哪儿工作? Where do you work? Maybe you can answer like the city, for example,
我在北京工作。I work in Beijing. And also you can answer the company name. You can answer like, 我在某某公司工作。你多大了？ How old are you? 你多大了？ How old are you? It's a secret question. But for this sentence, 你多大了? It's like to ask the small children, age from 3 years old to 12 years old, maybe. It's like, 小朋友，你多大了? And for the teenager, especially for girl, you can ask like, 您芳龄几何？请问您芳龄 It also means, please tell me your age. And for the senior person, you can never use this sentence like, 您多大了？您几岁？ Oh no. You must ask like, 请问您高寿？你来自哪儿 Where are you from? 你来自哪儿 Where are you from? If you really want to know the hometown, you must ask, 您老家是哪里 That means, where is your hometown? Where are you come from? And if you just speak, 您来自哪儿你来自哪儿 Maybe I can answer like, I came from Beijing University. 你说什么What did you say? 你说什么 What did you say? If you can't hear clearly about the question or the word from other people, you can ask, 不好意思，您说什么 If you feel very shocked about the words, you can speak like, 你说什么 It's 什么洗手间在哪儿Where is the bathroom? 洗手间在哪儿 Where is the bathroom? It's a survival Chinese, guys. You must know that. And also, I highly recommend it you speak more polite. Like, 不好意思，请问一下洗手间在哪儿 The person maybe will answer you, 你看，就在那边 just over there. 你在哪里学的中文 Where did you learn Chinese? 你在哪里学的中文 Where did you learn Chinese? I learned from YouTube channel. 我从 YouTube 视频上学的 I learned by myself. 我自学的我的专业是中文 My major is Chinese. I learned from school. 我从学校里学的你学中文多久了 How long have you been studying Chinese? 你学中文多久了 How long have you been studying Chinese? 1个月2个月be attention about 个 1 month, 2 months. And also you can speak 1 year, 2 year. There is no 个 If you don't want to tell the person how long time, the exactly time, you can speak 没有多长时间 not so much time. Or it's been a long time. 学了很久了你的生日是什么时候 When is your birthday? 你的生日是什么时候 When is your birthday? For a Chinese person, like my family, it's a traditional family, so we use a lunar calendar, 阴历 and I will say, 我的阴历生日是几月几号 And for you, absolutely, you use the Western calendar. If you want to shock the native speaker, you can answer like, 我的阳历生日是几月几号 That means my Western calendar birthday is which month, which day. Okay, that's all for today. Today we learn 10 questions you must know in Chinese. And guys, if you have any questions you want to know and about the question you don't know how to answer in Chinese, you can comment below, let me know. I can answer that. Okay, thanks for watching. Love you. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye bye. Hi everyone. Do you know how to introduce yourself in Chinese? Today we are going to learn 10 lines for introducing yourself. 我的名字是雨婷。My name is 雨婷。我的名字是 My name is. The more casual way to say your name is 我叫雨婷。I'm called 雨婷。你好，很高兴认识你。Hello, nice to meet you. 你好，很高兴认识你。您好。You just can use 您好 to the respectable person, for example, your teacher, your leader, but you can't use in the same generation friends. If you want to use for friends, you can use 你好. You can say like that. 你好，很高兴见到你 or 你好，很高兴认识你。我来自中国 I'm from China. 我来自中国 I'm from China. And if you want to introduce more about yourself, because China is so big, I want to say that I came from the north part of China. 我来自中国的北方。我住在北京 I live in Beijing. 我住在北京 I live in Beijing. When you introduce yourself, you can use 我住在 For myself, I live in 呼伦贝尔。我住在呼伦贝尔。呼伦贝尔 is my hometown. Please visit my hometown, 呼伦贝尔。You are super welcomed. 我是一名学生 I'm a student. 我是一名学生 You can tell your occupation, your career. For example, you are a teacher. You can say 我是一名老师。And if you are an engineer, you can speak 我是一名工程师。医生 doctor, lawyer 律师。And if you work for government, you can speak 我是公务员。我24岁 I'm 24 years old. Okay, next one, tell your age. Ha ha ha. Maybe sometimes you don't want to tell your age, but it's okay. 我今年24岁 I'm 24 years old. 我的爱好是摄影 My hobby is photography. 我的爱好是摄影 My hobby is photography. And also I love travel. 而且我也喜欢旅行。你喜欢旅行吗 Do you like to travel? 我喜欢听音乐 I enjoy listening to music. 我喜欢听音乐 I enjoy listening to music. And also, I also enjoy cooking. 我喜欢做饭 And watching movie. 看电影。我学习中文已经24年了 I have been learning Chinese for 24 years. 我学习中文已经24年了 I have been learning Chinese for 24 years. How long have you been studying Chinese? 你学中文多长时间了？我的梦想是成为一名中文老师 My dream is to be a Chinese teacher. 我的梦想是当一名中文老师 My dream is to be a Chinese teacher. So here I am. I hope you can enjoy my lesson. 我希望你们喜欢我的中文课。Okay, guys, that's all for today's lesson. Today we learned 10 lines you need for introducing yourself. And if you have some questions, please comment below. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. I have been learning Chinese for 24 years.
Want to speak real Chinese from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at ChineseClass101.com.
Hello, everyone. Today we are going to talk about the 10 phrases you always want to hear. 你今天气色不错 You look great today. 你今天气色不错 You look great today. 你今天气色不错哦 For girls, you can say like 你今天真漂亮 That means you are so beautiful today. For boys, you can say like 你看起来真精神今天 That means you look great today. 你真棒 You are awesome. 你真棒 You are awesome. Chinese people like to compliment people, especially during the working or study. When you make a small progress, they will say some compliment like 你真棒 You are awesome 你是对的 You are right 你是对的今天真的下雨了 You are right Today is really raining 你是对的今天真的下雨了 You are right It's raining 干得漂亮 You did a great job 干得漂亮 You did a great job You are playing basketball and you got a goal and your teammate will say, You did a great job. 干得漂亮。我想你 I miss you. 我想你 I miss you. For I miss you, maybe you can use the very close friends and family member. But if you want to say I miss you to your teacher or your boss, you can speak like 我很想念您. And also, this sentence is like just use for the letter. And if you want to email your teacher, you can speak, 敬爱的老师，我很想念您。我给你带了些礼物。I brought you some gifts. 我给你带了些礼物。I brought you some presents. In China, if your friends invited you to their home for the dinner, if you want to keep the good manner, it's better you bring some gift. The present doesn't have to be very expensive, just like fruit and tea, it's okay. 月底发奖金 There will be a bonus at the end of the month. I think everyone loves the salary, is that right? And also in China, in the end of the year, during the Spring Festival, every boss, the good boss, will offer the employee a big bonus. We call it 红包。你身材真好 You are in good shape. 你身材真好 You are in good shape. To be honest, guys, this sentence is really, really important. So please remember this. 你身材真好 Especially when you meet a girl, you can speak the first 你真漂亮 The second 你身材真好 That means you are beautiful and you're in good shape. The girl will be really, really happy. 你做得对 You did the right thing. 你做得对 You did the right thing. I think everyone wants to do the right thing, right? And someone will say, You are right, you did the right thing. That's great. 我有一个惊喜要给你 I have a surprise for you. 我有一个惊喜要给你 I have a surprise for you. Actually, sometimes when someone tells you, I have a surprise for you, you will imagine here, what kind of surprise? And sometimes it's really a surprise, a gift. But sometimes just your friends want to trick you. 你朋友想捉弄你 And your friends will offer you a little creature. 你的朋友会给你一个小虫子 My friends always trick me like this. 我的朋友经常捉弄我 Okay guys, today we did the 10 phrases you always want to hear. Which one would you like to hear? I highly recommend you remember the first, you are in good shape. 你身材真好 The second, you did the great job. 干得漂亮 Okay, thank you. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Bye bye. See you later.
Hi, welcome to Chinese Top Words. My name is Ray. Today we are going to cover must-know expressions for agreeing and disagreeing. Let's start. 我同意 I agree. The first one is 我同意 I agree. No matter who agree, there is no transformation of the word. So no matter it's you agree, he agrees, they agree. 我同意你同意他同意我双手赞成 I raise both of my hands to agree, meaning I can't agree more. 我双手赞成 I raise both my hands to agree. Indeed, this sentence means I can't agree more. I strongly agree with something. If my colleague Megumi said, Let's go to karaoke, I will say. 我双手赞成。I can't agree more. I really want to go to karaoke as much as you do. 你说的很对。What you said was very true. 你说的很对。What you said was very true. For example, if you ask somebody a question and that person explained to you very well, then you can say, 你说的很对。What you said was very true. It makes sense to me. 我和你的看法很一致。My opinion is on the same page as yours. 我和你的看法很一致。It means my opinion is on the same page as yours. This sentence is usually used on very official occasion. For example, in a business meeting, you can say it to your client or to your boss. 我正要说这个。I was just going to say that. 我正要说这个。It means I was going to say that. So when you speak the Chinese version, you have to emphasize a little bit more on 正. What you just said was really what I have been thinking in my heart. You said what I want to say. 我不同意。I don't agree. 我不同意。I don't agree. If somebody said, I think this phone is the best phone. So you can say, 我不同意。I don't agree. 我认为不是这样的。I don't think this is right. 我认为不是这样的。I don't think this is right. Usually, I don't say this. 我认为不是这样的。I usually only say 不是这样的。This is not right. Because obviously it is my opinion. So you can say either way. 我认为不是这样的。or 不是这样的。我和你的看法恰恰相反。My opinion is actually the very opposite of yours. I have a friend who always tells me his living purpose is just for eating, for enjoying food. I always say, like, 我和你的看法恰恰相反。My opinion is actually the very opposite of yours. To eat is for living, not to live for eating. 我觉得这行不通。I don't think this is going to work. 我觉得这行不通。I don't think this is going to work. So this sentence can be used casually or in business circumstances, whichever is fine. When you think, this plan is not practical, you can say, 我觉得这行不通。I don't think this is going to work. 不一定 not necessarily. 不一定 not necessarily. So this one is very commonly used in our everyday life. So for example, are you going to the party tomorrow? 不一定。Do you think it's going to rain tomorrow? 不一定吧。我觉得不会。明天 I think tomorrow is going to be a sunny day. Thank you for watching Chinese Top Words. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel. If there's anything about agreeing or disagreeing, any phrases you specifically want to know, please comment below this video. Let us know. And don't forget to check out ChineseClass101.com. I'll be there. Bye!
Hi everyone, welcome to Chinese Weekly Words. This week we are going to talk about hobbies this week. Hobbies, 爱好. First one we have, 书法. 书法 means calligraphy. I took a calligraphy lesson when I was little, but I couldn't hang on. 我爷爷的书法写得很漂亮. My grandfather's calligraphy is really good. Okay, 下一个是吉他. 吉他 is an instrument, which means guitar. If you want to buy a guitar, you may ask, 这个吉他多少钱? How much is this guitar? Next one is 滑冰. 滑冰 is ice skating. I don't know how to do that, but so I can say 我不会滑冰. It means I don't know how to ice skate. Next one, 下一个是上网。上网means to surf the net, to go on the internet. It's a like daily activity, at least for me. 我每天都会上网. I surf the net every day. Next one is 画画. 画画 means to draw. 小朋友都很喜欢画画. Children like to draw. Okay, that's the end. So today we talked about hobbies. So what is your hobby? You can leave us a comment. And I will see you next week on Chinese Weekly Words. 下周见，拜拜。Hello everyone, welcome to Chinese Weekly Words. 大家好，我们又见面啦。And this week we're going to talk about what? Life events. 出生 means to be born. 我是7月出生的。My birthday is in July. 毕业 is graduation. 他的父母去参加了他的毕业典礼. Her parents went to her graduation ceremony. Okay, 下一个是工作 to work or job. 我的第一份工作是老师. My first job is to be a teacher. 订婚 engage. 我最好的朋友订婚了. My best friend got engaged. 死 is to die. 我不想死 means I don't wanna die. Also because the pronunciation of number 4 is 四 is very close to 死. In China, number 4 is not a very lucky word. So that's the end. We talked about life events. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'll be here with you next week. 再见.
Want to finally start speaking in your target language? In this guide, you'll discover the top 7 ways to practice speaking on your own with our lessons. Let's begin. Number 1, shadowing. Shadowing is a proven learning technique where all you do is repeat what you hear in order to practice speaking. So access any audio or video lesson on the site and press the play button to start. Then, as you listen or watch, just repeat the conversations. Or, even easier, read along out loud with the dialogue section. The script is right there in front of you. With our lessons, you can master entire conversations, just like that. Number 2, read out loud. I just mentioned it, but reading out loud is another powerful tactic and deserves its own mention. With every lesson, you get written transcripts and translations. So, as you play the lesson, read the dialogue out loud as you hear it. Why? By reading out loud, you're also practicing your speaking skills. You can do this with the lesson notes, the lesson transcript, or the dialogue tool. With the dialogue tool, you can listen to each line again and again, and repeat out loud until you master them all. Number 3, speed up your reading to speed up your speaking. Being able to speak without thinking is a sign of language mastery. If you're talking to a native and can respond quickly, they'll assume that you're fairly fluent. How can you do this? When you read out loud, try increasing your speed a little bit every time. So, start by reading with the dialogue tool. If you're like most learners, you'll read the first line slowly. That's because you're still getting used to the words, which is okay. Reread it. On your second try, you know most of the words, and you'll read a little faster. Reread it again. On your third try, you'll be even faster, at a native speaker's speed. And being able to read these phrases out loud and fast will help you speak fast. Number 4, record and compare yourself with native speakers. In order to sound like a native speaker, you must imitate native speakers. So here's how. Access the voice recorder, which is in the Dialogue Study tool in every lesson. Click on the microphone icon. Listen to the native speaker's audio, and then record yourself. You can then compare the 2 recordings side by side, and practice and try again and again until you perfect your pronunciation. Number 5, get feedback from our Premium Plus teacher. If you're learning by yourself and don't have access to real teachers, then you can always get feedback from our Premium Plus teachers. With the My Teacher tool, you can record yourself speaking and send the audio file to the teacher. They'll review it and tell you what to improve and how. That's it. Number 6, level up your speaking with Premium Plus assignments. With Premium Plus, you can also get assignments that cover reading, writing, listening, and even speaking from your teacher. These assignments can be tailored to your goals and needs. You get a new one every week, or anytime you're ready for a new one. Number 7, get even more lessons in the lesson library. If you want even more lessons on speaking and conversations, visit our lesson library and under Category, choose Conversation. You'll get all of the pathways and lessons that are focused on speaking. If you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share it with anyone who's trying to learn a language, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. And if you're ready to finally learn language the fast, fun, and easy way, and start speaking from your very first lesson, get our complete learning program. Sign up for your free lifetime account right now. Click the link in the description. I'll see you next time. Bye!
Welcome to Chinese Top Words. My name is Ray. Today we are going to cover 20 travel phrases you should know. Let's get started. 我可以要一张地图吗? Could I get a map? 我可以要一张地图吗? Could I get a map? Map. If you use your hand gesture enough, I think Chinese will know what you want. Yeah. 你会讲英语吗? Do you speak English? 你会讲英语吗? Do you speak English? So when you see m at the end of a sentence, Chinese sentence, you will know this is a sentence for asking a question. 什么什么么? What 么? 有没有从机场进入市区的巴士? Is there a bus from the airport to the city? 有没有从机场进入市区的巴士? Is there a bus from the airport to the city? So in China, since we have a big population, especially in the airport or in a train station, sometimes we need to line up for the taxi. So it may be a very useful sentence when you get to the China for the first time. Wi-Fi 是免费的吗? Is the Wi-Fi free? Wi-Fi 是免费的吗? Is the Wi-Fi free? Another common question is, what is the Wi-Fi password? Wi-Fi 的密码是什么? 今晚有房间吗? Do you have any vacancies tonight? 今晚有房间吗? Do you have any vacancies tonight? So different from English, we put the time in front of a sentence instead of at the end of the sentence. So 今晚 means tonight. 我可以换一个其他的房间吗? Could I move to a different room? 我可以换一个其他的房间吗? Could I move to a different room? So when you're not satisfied with the room, maybe it's filled with smoke, smell, you can use this sentence. 我可以换一个其他的房間嗎? 無煙房 means non-smoking room. 我有預定 I have a reservation. 我有預定 I have a reservation. You can use it in a restaurant or in a hotel. 可以給我們看一下菜單嗎? Could we have the menu, please? 可以給我們看一下菜單嗎? Could we have the menu, please? 菜 means dishes. 單 means list. So a list of dishes, it means menu in English. 你有什麼推薦嗎? Do you have any recommendations? 你有什麼推薦嗎? Do you have any recommendations? So speaking of Chinese dishes, my favorite one is tomato fried eggs. 西紅柿炒雞蛋. I strongly recommend it. Please try it. 可以給我結賬嗎? Could I have the check? 可以給我結賬嗎? Could I have the check? So in China, when you go to a restaurant, go having dinner with especially your close friends or your family, one Chinese specific situation might happen. Like everybody will fight for check. Could I have the check? 我可以結賬嗎? It's not so often heard, but instead it's like, I want the check, 我要結賬. Yeah, in China, people like paying for their close friends and family. 我对花生過敏. I'm allergic to peanuts. 我对花生過敏. I'm allergic to peanuts. Among my friends and my family, I've never heard anybody is allergic to anything. I guess we were born strong. 请給我一杯水. Water, please. 請給我一杯水. Water, please. I would recommend you to say 请给我一杯冰水 because in China, many people like hot water. Me too, I like hot water. So if you do not add 冰 means ice. So 冰水 means ice water. So if you don't add that, you probably get a hot water. 这个多少钱? How much is this? 这个多少钱? How much is this? So if you go shopping in China, if it's not department store, usually the price is not written on the product. So the merchant may offer different prices depending on the people. You have to always ask and always negotiate. Otherwise, you will get overcharged. But also enjoy the fun of negotiating the price. 我要10个这个. I'd like 10 of these. 我要10个这个. I'd like 10 of these. If you feel this sentence too long for you, you can say 这个我要10个. Or you can say 10个. This is Chinese way of showing 10. 你能给我打个折吗? Could you give me a discount? 你能给我打个折吗? Could you give me a discount? So like what I have said before, in China, negotiating price is very common except the department store. So this could be very useful. 能刷信用卡吗? Do you take credit card? 能刷信用卡吗? Do you take credit card? In China, personally, I don't use credit cards so often. I just use my cash or like an account in my phone. So I just show my phone. It's like Apple Pay. It's very easy and convenient. 火车站在哪里? Where is the train station? 火车站在哪里? Where's the train station? So we put where at the end of the sentence in Chinese. So be careful, reverse the order. 请问车费是多少? Excuse me, what's the fare? 请问车费是多少? Excuse me, what's the fare? Usually you use this sentence when you take a taxi. So when you get to the destination, you can ask the taxi driver. 请问车费是多少? 能不能帮我拍张照? Could you take a picture of me, please? 能不能帮我拍张照? Could you take a picture of me, please? Instead of asking this favor in a question, you can also say, 请帮我拍张照. Please take a picture for me. 这是去机场的巴士吗? Is this the right bus for the airport? 这是去机场的巴士吗? Is this the right bus for the airport?
一名老师和一名学生正在说话。学生什么时候会去老师的办公室？我不是很明白今天课上的内容。
没事，你有什么问题吗？
我有很多问题，您现在有时间吗？
我现在有点忙，请下午再来我的办公室。我下午1点到4点在。
好的，我下午2点来。学生什么时候会去老师的办公室？一名老师和一名学生正在说话。学生什么时候会去老师的办公室？我不是很明白今天课上的内容。
没事，你有什么问题吗？
我有很多问题，您现在有时间吗？
我现在有点忙，请下午再来我的办公室。我下午1点到4点在。
好的，我下午2点来。一名女子正在餐馆吃午餐。她要点什么？
您想在餐后用咖啡和甜点吗？
有什么甜点？
有布丁和苹果派。
我只要来杯咖啡就可以了，谢谢。
您需要糖和牛奶吗？
请加牛奶。 他要点什么？一名女子正在餐馆吃午餐。她要点什么？
您想在餐后用咖啡和甜点吗？
有什么甜点？
有布丁和苹果派。
我只要来杯咖啡就可以了，谢谢。
您需要糖和牛奶吗？
请加牛奶。
Want to speak real Chinese from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at ChineseClass101.com.
Welcome to Chinese Top Words. My name is Ray. Today we are going to talk about the top 10 most common tourist vocabulary in Chinese. Let's get started. 票 ticket 票 ticket 一张门票多少钱 How much is one ticket? 票 It's a general term for ticket. You can say 车票 ticket for train or bus. 车 means vehicles. Or 飞机票 airplane ticket. 门票 门票 can be used for museum or the zoo. Anything for that is 门票 ticket. 游客 tourist. 游客 tourist. 这里的外国游客很多. There are lots of foreign tourists here. 行程 itinerary. 行程 itinerary. 我们今天的行程是怎样的 What's our itinerary like today? I usually do not like the itinerary arranged by Chinese travel agency. They usually send you to the place where are packed of a lot of tourists. Recently, there was some fresh startup in travel agencies, and they do arrange some very interesting itinerary for tourists, and they will introduce you the local people. So it's quite fun and fresh, so different from before. 旅游巴士 tour bus 旅游巴士 tour bus 我们的旅游巴士停在2号停车场 Our tour bus is parked at the number 2 parking lot. 酒店 hotel 酒店 hotel 我们的酒店有洗衣服务吗 Does our hotel have a laundry service? 酒 actually means alcohol. 店 means shop. So some foreigners are confused. Literally, it means a shop which sells alcohol, but actually it means hotel. I think personally, maybe before in ancient China, they have alcohol on the first floor and they will sleep on the second floor. So by the time people will refer the place which sell alcohol also a place for living. So 酒店 means hotel. 寺院 temple 寺院 temple 这是一座很有名的佛教寺院 This is a famous Buddhist temple. There are many Buddhist temples in China, but you don't have to only focus on the famous one. You can go to a very small one, Buddhist temple. You will have different discovery. Interesting experience too. 山 mountain 山 mountain 泰山是中国的名山 Thai mountain is a well-known mountain in China. I've never been to Thai mountain, but I live quite close to another famous mountain in China, which is called Huangshan. Huang means yellow, so the yellow mountain, Huangshan. I strongly recommend it. This is the most famous one for the beautiful scenery. In Huangshan, you will see so many different stones, which looks like people or animal, or even a story like two people are playing chess, and they are naturally made, not like artificial made. It's a very interesting and unique experience. 瀑布 waterfall 瀑布 waterfall 位于贵州的黄果树瀑布是中国最大的瀑布 The 黄果树 waterfall is the biggest waterfall in China. 宫殿 palace 宫殿 palace， 这座宫殿有很长的历史。This palace has a long history. 导游 guide， 导游 guide， 我们的导游是一位20来岁的小姑娘。Our tour guide is a girl in her 20s. 小姑娘literally means a little girl, but you can also refer it to woman in her 20s. 小姑娘 it sounds close and intimate. Sounds lovely.
How are your Chinese listening skills? First, you'll see an image and hear a question. Next comes a short dialogue. Listen carefully and see if you can answer correctly. We'll show you the answer at the end.
一名女子正在等一名男子。女子会在哪里等？
对不起，我要晚30分钟到。
好的，我在咖啡店等你。
咖啡店在哪儿？
在书店旁边，对面有一家面包店。
行。
女子会在哪里等？一名女子正在等一名男子。女子会在哪里等？
对不起，我要晚30分钟到。
好的，我在咖啡店等你。
咖啡店在哪儿？
在书店旁边，对面有一家面包店。
行。
一名男子和一名女子在说话。女子暑假打算去干什么？
你已经计划好你的暑假了吗？
还没有，我想去海边或者山里。
我会和我的朋友去海边，我们会去冲浪。
真好。
你和我们一起去吧。
那肯定会很好玩的。好，我和你们一起去。女子暑假打算去干什么？一名男子和一名女子在说话。女子暑假打算去干什么？
你已经计划好你的暑假了吗？
还没有，我想去海边或者山里。
我会和我的朋友去海边，我们会去冲浪。
真好。
你和我们一起去吧。
那肯定会很好玩的。好，我和你们一起去。一名男子和一名女子在说话。女子今天早上吃了什么？啊，我饿了。
你吃早饭了吗？
吃了，但是只吃了一点。
你吃了什么？
我吃了酸奶和咖啡。
那太少了，你应该再吃些面包和水果。
女子今天早上吃了什么？一名男子和一名女子在说话。女子今天早上吃了什么？啊，我饿了。
你吃早饭了吗？
吃了，但是只吃了一点。
你吃了什么？
我吃了酸奶和咖啡。
那太少了，你应该再吃些面包和水果。
你是学生吗？
对，我学中文，你呢？
我是老师。
你可以教我中文。
请问手间在哪儿？在那儿。在哪儿？看不见。在那儿。哦，谢谢。 不客气。
Hi everyone, I'm Gabriella. How are your Chinese listening skills? In this video, you'll have a chance to test them out with a quiz. First, you'll see an image and hear a question. Next comes a short dialogue. Listen carefully and see if you can answer correctly. We'll show you the answer at the end. Are you ready?
一名女子正在百货商店，她要去哪楼？请问哪有卖小孩的衣服？
在5楼和6楼。
你们这也有婴儿的衣服吗？
有的，6楼有很多婴儿服。
太谢谢你了，我去那看看。她要去哪楼？一名女子正在百货商店，她要去哪楼？请问哪有卖小孩的衣服？
在5楼和6楼。
你们这也有婴儿的衣服吗？
有的，6楼有很多婴儿服。
太谢谢你了，我去那看看。
你好，
你好，你叫什么名字？
我叫张林。
我叫王小芳。
你是哪国人？
我是美国人。你呢？
我是中国人。
你喜欢中国吗？
喜欢，
你喜欢中国菜吗？
也喜欢。
Hey everyone, welcome! Today we are going to learn 10 favorite words chosen by you. Let's get started. 喜欢 like. 喜欢 like. 中国人很喜欢打麻将。Chinese people like to play 麻将。麻将 is a very popular Chinese game. 对不起 I'm sorry. 对不起 I'm sorry. More casual way to speak I'm sorry in Chinese is 不好意思。不好意思 is very common way to speak 对不起。For example, 对不起 or 不好意思您能告诉我天安门广场怎么走吗？ That means I'm sorry or excuse me, could you please tell me where is 天安门 Square? 尊敬 respect. 尊敬 respect. For example, 尊敬的各位领导 You can also hear that in the TV show. That means respectable leader. And also you can say that I respect my teacher. 我很尊敬我的老师。我爱你 I love you. 我爱你 I love you. Maybe for the lover, we can say I love you. 我爱你。But for the parents, we don't say that. 是真的 It's true. 是真的 It's true. If you want to illustrate something is really, really true, you can say 这是真的，请你相信我。It's true, please trust me. And also, you can ask someone like, is that true? 这是真的吗？有点问题 It's not alright. 有点问题 It's not alright. 小王，过来过来。这个文件有点问题，再拿去改一改。It's like the boss tell the staff, come here, Miss Wang, this file is not alright, please correct it again. 热情 passionate. 热情 passionate. For this word, in the Chinese character, it has the two meaning. The first is passionate. The second is hospitable. For the first meaning, you can say, 我对工作有无限的热情。That means I'm super passionate about my work. 真棒 awesome. 真棒 Awesome! For example, you find a new job, I will say 真棒太棒了 That means awesome. Or you can say 你真了不起你好棒 That also means awesome. 抱抱我 Give me a hug. 抱抱我 Give me a hug. You make some mistakes, you want to make the other one happy, and you will say, please forgive me, sorry, give me a hug. 我错了，对不起嘛，抱抱我。淘气 naughty. 淘气 naughty. For this word, I think it's just used for the little boy or the little girl, 5 years old, 6 years old. So you can say, 你这个小孩子太淘气了。You can say that, 你这个小孩子太淘气了。That means, you're so naughty.
Hi, I'm Ray. Welcome to Chinese Top Words. Today we are going to cover top 10 tourist attractions in China. The first one is, of course, 长城 Great Wall. 中国有句俗话，不到长城非好汉。There is a saying in Chinese which goes like, He who does not reach the Great Wall is not a true man. I've never been to Great Wall, but I heard there are many people from all over the world. Maybe some Chinese learning foreigners are attracted by Great Wall because of this proverb. And this is the Chinese Great Wall is considered as one of the 7 wonders. So I think it should be fun and good to see the Chinese Great Wall for at least one time in your life. 颐和园 Summer Palace. 颐和园曾经是皇室家族在北京的避暑之地。颐和园曾经是皇室家族在北京的避暑之地。The Summer Palace was once a place for the imperial family to escape from the summer heat in Beijing. 紫禁城 Forbidden City. 紫禁城又称故宫，位于北京的中心。The Forbidden City, also called 故宫, is located at the center of Beijing. Actually, for this 紫禁城, if you literally translate it into English, it's actually purple forbidden city. I don't know why they make this word or omit the color of purple, which is 紫禁城. 紫 means purple, 禁 means forbidden, 城 means city. So 紫禁城, if you literally translate it into English, it should be Purple Forbidden City. 外滩 The Bund. 在外滩可以看到上海美丽的天际线。You can see the beautiful skyline of Shanghai at the Bund. The Bund is my favorite tourist attraction in China. And I have spent about 3 years in Shanghai. And Shanghai is also my favorite city in China for its open-mindedness and always fresh, always exciting every day. I love Shanghai so much. 豫园 Yu Garden. 豫园的小笼包很有名，有机会可以尝尝。The soup dumpling in Yu Garden is very famous. You should try it if you get a chance. What do you call manju in English? Manju? Dumpling, yeah. Soup dumpling. Okay. I ever tried the soup dumpling in Yuyuan, and it's famous for its soup. Not for the filling or for the meat, but for the soup. So everybody was given a straw for tasting the soup only. The only thing you have to be careful is super hot. So be careful. 布达拉宫 Potala Palace. 布达拉宫是位于西藏的佛教圣地。Potala Palace is a Buddhist attraction located in Tibet. My friend who went to Tibet said it's life-changing experience. And that was the first time he felt the sky was never that blue. Like that was the first time in his time to feel the pureness of heart and the closest ever he felt with the sky and the pureness of heart. 西湖 West Lake 杭州西湖有一种宁静的美。The West Lake of Hangzhou demonstrates the beauty of peacefulness. If you go to West Lake, you will see so many couples renting the boat and enjoy the scenery for the West Lake. And the boat rental service usually is reluctant to rent the boat to the single person, because if you row the boat and you're surrounded by so many couples, sometimes people commit suicide by that sadness of being single. I'm not sure if it's true or not, but rumor has it. 苏州园林 Suzhou Gardens 苏州园林是中国古代建筑的典型代表。Suzhou Gardens represents the most typical traditional architectures of ancient China. I've visited Suzhou Gardens before. It's very beautiful, but I regretted I didn't read enough or hire a tour guide while I'm visiting, because the way they design it always have a reason behind it, not only for the beautifulness, but there is a cultural meaning hidden in the design. So I would strongly recommend you to read some books, get some knowledge before, or just hire a tour guide to introduce the Suzhou Gardens for you. 九寨沟 九寨沟 九寨沟的湖多彩清澈。The lakes of 九寨沟 have lots of colors and are crystal clear. But it's not always like that. So I think it depends on the timing. So if you're lucky enough, you will see lots of colors and a crystal clear, beautiful scenery. But I heard the 九寨沟 scenery depends on the timing. If you're lucky enough, you will see the lakes of 九寨沟 have lots of different colors and are very beautiful. So good luck. 成都大熊猫繁殖研究基地 成都 research base of giant panda breeding. 你喜欢大熊猫的话，就一定不能错过成都大熊猫繁殖研究基地。If you like giant pandas, you shouldn't miss the Chengdu research base of giant panda breedings.
Want to speed up your language learning? Take your very first lesson with us. You'll start speaking in minutes and master real conversations. Sign up for your free lifetime account. Just click the link in the description.